What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? My name's Jade, and today it really dawned on me that I have not actually yet done a detailed video on my car. So we're out here at Bastion Point, enjoying the views, enjoying the autumn sunshine, enjoying a little bit of this wind. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm sitting in my car right now. I'm going to jump out and we're just going to show you the car itself, show you some of the cool features of my car and what's possible with accessible driving. So I thought it would be cool if we just did a quick whip around the car just to show you what it's all about. So what you're looking at is a 2016 Black Pearl Honda Civic 1.8 litre turbo engine. Pretty stock at this stage. It's actually the first car I've ever owned, so even with it being a stock vehicle, I'm really excited about it. So what I'm just showing you here is my car has a really unique startup feature. So what can happen sometimes when you have hand controls is you either have support people or mechanics that might play with the hand controls and cause the car to, veer out of control or speed up really suddenly. The blue button that you're seeing is a requirement for the hand controls to activate in the first place. So people wouldn't naturally go hunting for that control, so you have to be really intentional about activating it. I will say that there has been at least a couple of times where I've forgotten to activate the hand control, and it can be a bit tricky because it does end up in the car free rolling. But I'll show you in a second what you do about it. Alright, so we've switched over to the POV cam, and this is Hannah. You guys remember Hannah? She's been helping me out with the video today. Probably the thing before I show you how the hand controls work, this was probably one of the features that really swung this car for me. This has got an electronic seat adjuster. So with the limited hand function I have on my right side, we drove on the right here in New Zealand. Really important. Why I like to be able to slide forward is because of the I need to make sure I've got full access to full brake on the car, if that makes sense. So by sliding forward, I'm able to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like to start my car. So what's really cool about the handbrake, or the hand control rather, is that it is connected to the foot brake. So what you need to do, my one is a push-pull hand control. I haven't mentioned that yet. So what you've got is the function to go towards the car and towards me, towards the car, towards me. So towards the car will be the brake, and towards me will be to accelerate. Imagine they're pressing on the brake, they push start, so you'll hear the car pretty soon. Right, so that's a warning beep, and that's mainly for me to remind me that I haven't pressed the hand control button. And we'll just speed this part of the video up so I can show you what I mean. So we're back, and I'm just simulating for you what happens if you don't press that blue button. And I'm showing you the hand control now. So I'm pressing on the brake because we're parked. We are in park as well, so we're not gonna do anything untoward. But watch what happens when I pull on the accelerator now. It doesn't work at all. So as I mentioned earlier in the B-roll, this is a security feature. If you ever have support staff or mechanics of any sort looking after your car, But what can I do about it? So that blue button again is still relevant. If I or anyone with access needs forgets to press the button to drive my car, you actually only need to press it 3 times to get it to do what you want. So 1, 2, 3, and you'll see there, I hope you can anyway, that the system is completely lit up, and watch what happens now. So you got acceleration once again. So I think that's a really cool feature of my car. Now off to the spinner, and one hand here. So if I want to go left, for example, I push up. You see that on the control panel there. And if I want to go right, I push down. And how this is all working is through a radio transmitter from the spinner here. Obviously there's been an extra controller installed somewhere in my car near to where all the electronics are handled, and that about summarizes all the accessibility features of my car. So there actually was one more feature before we go today. This is less about the car and more about something that was suggested to me by my OT. This here is just a really basic Velcro strap, and the reason why I have it to ensure that I'm stabilized at all times in the vehicle. It's probably not entirely necessary for me all the time, but definitely assists me on long trips, and the least expensive part of this setup, as you can imagine. Well, that about covers everything I wanted to share about my accessible driving setup today. I particularly want to acknowledge Lotteries New Zealand for contributing to the cost of the car, and the Ministry of Health for contributing to the cost of the accessible hand controls. Thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Please stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one.